You know, if this isn't a professional job, I don't know what is.
This is the kind of quality you guys can expect from Jeffy's Speed Shop. If you bring your here, I promise I'll do it just as good. Oh, Will's got some liquid death. We got a mega cab. Oh, wait a minute. We got something way cooler. Look at this beauty. It is a 73 Datsun 240Z, and it's got some super cool secrets hidden under the old ranch under here, which I can't pop right now because I don't have any pliers with me. Guys, check this thing out. It is so neat. Got a Momo stern wheel, some interior stuffs. Oh, so pumped about this unit. Oh yeah, we'll get a more in-depth look at the house. Hopefully the wind's not too terrible, but it ain't even rotted. I'm so excited about this unit. Hey Doug.
Hello.
Hey, what's this?
It's a 240Z.
Woo! So we drug the old J10 out of here, and we brought this unit in. And as you can see, it is a 6-cylinder. Yeah, I think that's what came in these. You know, it's got 6 of them. And then it's also got a turbo with like a homemade turbo kit on it. Turbo. I want turbo. And, you know, it's there. It doesn't run yet, so we're gonna start on that and see what happens. So I stole my battery back out of the Bug. It's got some random cables in here with adapters, and I can't tell which is which, so I'm just gonna have to stare at it here for a second. Yeah, this looks like positive. Put that over there, and we're gonna forget here in about 2 seconds. Oh, we got no lights. Yeah, we got nothing. I guess we'll have to check some power and grounds and see why we ain't got nothing. We found the starter wire chewed through. This random red wire chewed off that potentially goes there, but when you touch it to a battery, it kind of gets power. There's some other random wires all cut off. And then there's this random white wire that goes into the body harness that I have no idea what it goes to either. So this is going great. We're doing good here.
There's another chewed off. I can...
Oh, good. That's just for boost reference.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are. We figured out that this goes into a constant power over here, like an ignition switch, so I'm not sure why that was piggybacked. And then we found that this green wire goes inside to some random gauges right there, which aren't really important. So anyways, started messing around. We got this wire back onto the starter, and then all of a sudden we started hearing clicks from relays. We had some lights coming on. And then we found that this black and yellow and these two black and yellows, I think they went together. So we hooked them back up because I'm pretty sure that's interior power as well. You know, this wiring schematic is really helpful. And then when Doug was rubbing this little eyelet on the control arm down there in the darkness, we got really bright lights. So then we found that this is not positive, it's the ground. And there's a B for ground. So we're going to clean this up and we're going to put this on there and we're going to see if it'll crank up. Oh guys, check this out. It's got lights. Look at that. We found that ground, you know. So it's got all the running lights on, minus like the one over there. It's got license plate lights. Look at that. Tail lights are on. Oh, the brake lights work. Shoo, buddy. We don't have any turn signals and it still doesn't turn over. So we're still trying to figure that out. I mean, maybe it's a bad starter. But guys, we're actually getting somewhere and this is pretty exciting. Oh yeah, hey, shout out to Slow Moto. Go ahead and check that guy out. He does cool motorcycle stuff. Any hoosers. Yeah, so I mean, you know, some stuff works. The blower motor came on. There were some lights in there. Just want to give you a quick update. We're going to keep trucking away on this and freezing our gun goonies off, and then we'll, like, you know, when it does more stuff with the things, we'll come back. Go messing with the Z here. As you can see, got a loser switch. Doug's warming up over here. We got the voltmeter over here, and we got one of those little blinky guys in there. So I've been messing with this thing a lot. Did some wiring in there. You know, it's beautiful. It's factory. Don't judge me. This one is a loser switch connection, so you know it does that thing. And then it started playing around with some of the electronics over here, ohmed everything out, looking good. Played with some connections, cleaned up some corrosion, and guess what? Oh, did you see that?
I seen it.
It's blinking. Yep, okay. So now we need to add some fuel somewhere, but before I do that, I'm probably gonna pull the spark plugs out and just piss in them a little bit. So remember guys, whenever you're playing around, you gotta lube your hole. Oh, I'm low on lube. Oh yeah. Make sure she's all good to go. Now I did pull these spark plugs and they don't look too bad. Stupid me, I didn't think the fuel pump would work, so I didn't disconnect it or anything. These smell a lot like varnish. We're gonna borescope that tank because I don't think it's in very good shape and I'm kind of concerned about it. Probably end up putting a fuel cell in it. But for now, we're gonna just lube up my holes, her holes, and then we're gonna disconnect the fuel pump so it quits dumping poopy gas. But that also tells me that the injectors are working because, you know, why wouldn't they? You know, they're only from 1975 or 78. I don't know because it's kind of a crossbreed. So yeah, we're just gonna put this back in her hole and then we'll move on to the next one. Now that we were a douche with the juice and it rolls over, we lubed up her holes. I don't have a fuel supply yet. I did reach back there and clear out. I unplugged the fuel pump. So here we have this fine piece of crap can of brake cleaner that should be flammable because it says, son of a
Non-flammable.
who sells non-flammable brake cleaner? That's for you. Just kidding. Now I have a can of flammable brake cleaner. It says extremely flammable. At any rate, we're gonna go ahead and just give her a little bit of a, probably too much. I'll be smart. I don't know why I would be smart like that. Crank her up, Doug. Let's see what happens. Maybe that wasn't enough. You know, sometimes you gotta give your tip a little bit of an angle. So we have this OSHA approved fuel tank over here. It's definitely not washer fluid with a Toyota recall fuel pump with just some random wires going to a crappy switch, right Doug?
No.
Okay, cool. So anyways, we'll put you guys over here in case there's any super awesome cheechage from the exhaust and you'll get to see it. Go ahead and flip this pump on. I hear fuel. All right, go ahead and crank it.
I'll see some leakage at these.
All right, well, we'll come back to this.
Take 5.
Crank her up. All right, shut them both off. Fuck me. It stumbles and it has spark and it just won't run. Here we are again. It's new part time. Today spark plugs were cheap, so we're gonna throw a set of spark plugs in it because, yeah, compared to, yeah. So somehow I cross-reference these poopy old Bosches that don't exist to these NGKs that are way less poopy. So we're gonna try that and yeah, it's gonna go vroom, yay. Got some new NGKs in there. We got this jumper hooked up, AKA loser switch. We got fuel on a switch and it might have spark. Let's see what happens. You're kidding me. Okay, so I kept losing power to the coil over here. I figured it out. There's a little connector right here on the distributor and this orange wire, the pin doesn't fit down all the way, so we're gonna end up replacing that some way or another, but not right now. I think it has 12 volts. Let's see if we can get her to cheech to life again. My fuel jug's almost empty again, but it's fine. I'll just fill it up in a second. I think it'll work. I think we have spark. Let's see what happens. No way. A lot harder than I expected. This old goat is running. Hey, camera. Wow. Now we need to get this connected again. Yeah. Wow. Try not to feel it now. Holy cow, guys.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Well, now that we know it runs pretty decent. I kind of have a feeling there might be a giant mouse house in the exhaust because there's no way that a straight piped car with just some weird muffler on the back is going to be this quiet. But we're going to tinker around with this boat a little bit more. We're going to see if we can get it to run long enough to move. I gotta find a permanent fuel system for this because this thing is going to be way too cool to just run for 2 seconds and let it die. Oh man, that's a huge relief. Whew, look how smoky it is in here. I'm like 99% sure the turbo doesn't turbo, but let's see if it's like a moving gear or something. It has no brakes. The clutch works, the car runs. We need a better fuel system, and we gotta do something with the brakes and make them work, at least the fronts. I want to drive this car. This is, wow. I wonder if that turbo will come back around. Shoot, I'm gonna go have a celebration Pepsi, and maybe tomorrow night we'll jump into the brakes or something, but I'm over the moon right now. Yeah, what do you guys think? Tell me down in the comments. What do you think old Ron Burgandy here? Do you think it's pretty neat? I know it's been kind of weird camera angles and stuff like that in this video, but you know, this is just shop stuff. We're just getting her moving, getting her working, and stuff like that. I mean, wow, that's satisfying. Another beautiful day here at Jeffy's Speed Shop. Got a new whiteboard. Just gotta clean some stuff off of it, no big deal. Well, I turned too far. What is that? There it is, yeah. Look at that, fuel cell. Made another trade deal. Guess what? Now I gotta install a lift kit on a Jeep. That's cool, 15-gallon fuel cell. I got an idea to install that. We are gonna go ahead and just pull the factory tank out because it's in poopy shape. So, you know, we don't want that. And then I got some marks in here of where everything's gonna go. And yeah, you'll see how it unfolds, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome, and the Datsun is gonna run on its own today. Can you guys see how brown that is? That's what's coming out of the tank right now. This car has definitely been sitting over 20 years because that's nasty. I'm so glad I never tried to use that gas and accidentally did anyways. For Fox Creek, man. Just trying to get this fill tube off of here. There's 99 vent hoses. There's some giant vapor canister that Doug's trying to pull out of here for me. This is ridiculous. And then I'm breaking every interior panel because look at these clips. You have to push this rod all the way through to open these up and then pull them out. So I lost half of them down in the fenders there. You know, I'm starting to dislike this car.
Just now starting?
Yeah, just now, just because of this stuff. Not because of anything else that's been a problem. That's a funny looking screwdriver you got there, bud.
Yeah, it's a specialty screwdriver.
Oh, well that makes sense. What are we doing now?
We're taking the filler neck tube off in a very weird way, because you know, they decided to have this panel just sitting here with Phillips head screws that they're definitely never going to round out because they're exposed to the elements or anything.
Right, why would that ever happen?
Never does.
Thank you, Mr. Datsun. That's how this is going. Woo!
I want to say that's enough.
You know, keep going for good measure.
Yeah.
Back to placement again. I think I like where that's at. We're gonna see if that hits the cross member that's underneath there in the rear, which is a possibility. But that tank's out, and honestly, the floor is not in bad shape. Spare tire, yeah, it might not go back in there. Those fuel hoses are all rotted and janky, and we're never gonna reuse them. We're just gonna try to reuse the metal lines, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay, so basically, the fuel cell didn't fit in here all the way. So we came up with this cross brace idea. As you can see, she's a little jiggly. We just did a premium weld job over here to glue like a locating pin, and then it melted into the melt sheet, so that's even more perfecter. So then we thought about, well, once it gets, you know, full of fuel, that's not gonna be very mint. So this threads into here, and it's like perfect height for this. So we'll do a little rubber on top and on bottom of this, and this turns out to be steel. So we're gonna clean this paint up real quick, and then we're gonna zap that in there, and then yeah, it's, you know, it's like just, we just have the greatest ideas here at Jeffy's Speed Shop, and I want you guys to remember to always wear your safety squints. So I'm definitely not holding electrical tape. This is super high adhesion securing device. We got this rubber here to go over this guy. We're just gonna give her, it's still a little hot. Just give her a couple wraps here. Give her a couple wraps there. And then, look at that. Boom. Fuel tank will sit right on top of it. We're gonna run another rubber strip down this guy real quick, and then we're gonna get the fuel cell in here and start plumbing. What do you guys think? Does that sound pretty cool, or what do you think, Doug?
That sounds like a pretty good idea.
Okay, cruising right along in our 73 Datsun. Oh, gotta make sure it looks nice, guys. Holy sh!
Yeah, we haven't secured that or anything.
Well, yeah, it's fine.
You know, if this isn't a professional job, I don't know what is.
This is the kind of quality you guys can expect from Jeffy's Speed Shop. If you bring your shit here, I promise I'll do it just as good. And just like that, fuel cell can go in the car. Job well done today, kids. Just kidding, we're not done yet. The meatloaf ain't ready.
Yeah, where'd that bolt go to?
Make sure I just knocked it out.
Man, it needs to come my way a little bit.
Yep. How far?
A little bit more.
I guess it would help if I was fucking looking at it.
There we go.
Yeah, it's because the bolt was in the way that fell out. Alright, so.
It looks like she grew here.
Yeah. We got this in here. We're going to go ahead and secure this down. Lean on in here, little buddy. You see these two guys right here? There's one here and one on the other side. We're going to go ahead and just loop the fuel lines down through those. That way we have our return and our supply. And this little guy, don't worry about that little guy. If 3 don't hold it, 4 never woulda. So, I'm telling you first. Here we are. That's in. It's got lube. It's got lines. We've got a fuel pump down here. Can you even see? We've got a fuel pump down here. And that goes to the factory lines. Don't worry about that little guy. We'll zip tie that up. And then all the way over here, we got a filter. We got some lines into the metal lines. Let's dump some gas in it and see what happens.
I think she's gonna fire right up.
I hope so. It's only been 2 days of hard, monotonous work getting this far. So, you know, no big deal. Oop, okay, it's already open. Whoa, 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 whoa. This gas smells like bad breath. I'm kind of worried about it. Fuel pressure regulator is in. These hoses are like spagooters. There's something else you might notice. Oh, yep. Couldn't stop the bleeding. Pretty much all of my gas out of the fuel cell is now on the floor. Don't tell Greta.
How dare you?
So basically what we're gonna have to do is wait, because I don't feel like lighting my shop or the Z on fire right now. It's just not worth it. So another day delay, and I apologize to all my faithful followers who have made it this far. If you would like to message me on Instagram or Facebook, I got a couple of these laying around. The first 2 people to message me that made it this far, you get a free hat, my guy. That's what I appreciate about you. Guys or gals. Guys or gals. Got you. Well, XM modalities is dried up. I'm gonna put the wheel back on, and we're gonna see if we can get this pressure regulator to the right spot. I think the 280ZX turbos wanted around 30 at idle, so maybe we'll just hook up the pump just to see the pressure and see if I can get it adjusted, and then we'll start it tomorrow. No, that sounds dangerous. Well, it's running at a ridiculously low RPM. That regulator will not turned the fuel down enough, but it's been running for several minutes now with no fuel pump, so, you know. I guess let's go drive it and see what happens.
Yeah, we won't run out of gas in the front yard.
If we do, at least it's close to home.
Right.
All right, no brakes. See if we can get the lights to come on. The gas pedal is crazy down there. First time it's moving under its own power.
Oh, whose Chrysler's in the way?
Right, that pile of crap. Oh yeah, this thing runs a minute. Oh, gas pedal sticks, that's great. Doing good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Great test drive, you can see everything. Hey, the turbo started making noise. Oh, right in the yard, all muddy and shit. Good idea, Jeff. Yeah, we're doing good here. We're just gonna wheel her back to the barn.
Yeah. How's that power steering over there?
There is none.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I'll tell you what, the suspension ain't so mint.
I don't think any of this car is mint, Dad.
Oh.
What the fuck was that noise? Here, hold on to that.
Was that the old Turbski? Oh God. You let me be the cameraman, this is bad. Oh gosh. Hey, she made it back. I'm shocked. I thought
Everyone sounds terrible.
Yeah, it's not healthy.
Okay, and it died. We're good.
Hey, enough to make it to the shop. That's all that matters.
Yep, we'll give her a little fuel.
Hey, she can't die. She's already dead.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, just all the fumage up in here.
Nah, that's cool. That's totally fine. You want that. Well, this is a piece of crap to start again.
Oh, she'll fire right up. Hey, it's in neutral, right?
I don't know. Yeah, it's running terrible. Okay, well, it doesn't idle warm. It drove, it has no brakes. We have a lot of work to do. That's fine. Everything is going to be fine. But, you know, the headlights came on, so there's some positives here. Yeah, okay. Well, tune in next time on Jeffy's Speed Shop. We'll drink some Pepsis and buff the paint. We don't do that here.